Hello and welcome back to another episode of Power Rangers lore. Today we're going to talk about none other than Fourhead. Yes, Fourhead. Because sometimes 4 heads are better than one. Well, maybe not in the same shoulders. So, let's get on to this villain of Power Rangers, known as the main antagonist of this episode of a monster of global proportions. And for the Rangers in this episode, it was a monster of global proportions because they had a hard time doing battle against it. Born out of the statue from the World Peace Conference, it is a representation of peace itself with 4 aspects: strength, wisdom, beauty, and vitality, or what they were claiming it to be at least. Now, its 4 heads were basically sent to destroy the city. It was summoned to the top of a skyscraper to look upon the city, and it immediately delighted and go, "Ooh, look at this whole city I get to destroy!" Now, which is very different from the original Sentai version, which was a male aspect, where they're saying this is a female aspect. So, like, okay. Well, the Rangers go to do battle against it. This is during the time of the change in Rangers. 2 to 3 episodes had to do with half the Rangers leaving for a peace conference, and the new Rangers would be Rocky, Adam, Aisha, would eventually take over. But right now, they were doing their best, trying to show themselves off a little bit before they were actually ever chosen to be Power Rangers, exactly why they should be chosen as Power Rangers, without them even knowing about it. Now, the Rangers go and confront Fourhead, and right before she's about to begin her rampage, they basically blast her. She's unimpressed, she doesn't care, and they manage to blast Fourhead clean off the building. However, he survives. Or she survives, sorry. And Zed goes, she can't deal with all this blast over and over again, and throws down a growth bomb to Earth, which Fourhead grabs mid-fall and detonates on the contact ground, going into giant form. Now, the Rangers summon the Thunder Zords and do battle in the form of the Dragon Thunder Zord Warrior Mode and White Tiger Warrior Mode. Now, she immediately blasts them, and then they form the Mega Tiger Zord. Well, immediately Fourhead's going, you should have saved 2. I can take on this one just as easily. And they basically do their ultimate attack, the Firebird Blast, and instead, Fourhead manages to reflect it back at them, causing them to basically tumble apart and taking out both the Red Dragon Thunder Zord and the Mega Tiger Zord. So the Rangers are going, oh my god, what are we going to do now? Well, Zordon comes in the rise and goes, I have created a new Zord, Tor, the Shuttle Zord, to aid the Power Rangers. In Fourhead's shock, she's going, where the heck did this guy come from? What's going on here? However, basically Tor comes up, manages to topple Tor immediately, which she prompts to cross her arms and chuckle. Ha ha, I've got them. Ha ha ha. Well, the Red Dragon Thunder Zord basically manages to salvage the situation by flipping Tor back over, and Fourhead goes, you know what? I don't like that. Runs up, starts just throwing down fists. They're just going, you're not going to be able to beat me. Bah, 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 bah. You're the only Zord still going, and starts swinging like a madwoman. However, Rocky's not having none of that, grabs a hold of her and throws her, going, hey, get off me. Fourhead lands on her feet, blasts his Zord a few more times. This is when Tor reveals that he has another form rather than just his shuttle mode, but a warrior form, and sends blast right at her, who she's going, I don't care. These blasts aren't going to do too much against me. Well, then he enters, the Red Dragon Thunder Zord then enters Tor's shell, and the Fourhead fires at it with a sick arm means that neither can phase it, and they re-energize the Zord. Now, this is pretty impressive at the time, the amount of time it takes to re-energize them, and basically they're reflecting all that energy back into Rocky's Zord to do battle, and also gives the other Rangers time to form a new Zord, the Thunder Ultra Zord. But basically, again, the Thunder Ultra Zord is essentially just a big helicopter where they just Mario over somebody and just drop down on top of them. He stops spinning his staff, he just plummets out of the sky and crushes Fourhead to death as it lands right on top of her, and it's surprised that 4 heads did not see this coming. Now, when she is destroyed, she's reversed to normal form back where she was originally stolen from at the peace conference table. Congratulations for that plot hole being fixed immediately. When did burst statue? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Good. But there you go. That is 4 heads, or just proves that 4 heads not always better than 1, especially if they're on the same shoulders. So I don't know what you guys think about this character. it was just one of those side characters I was very interested in like putting on there because it actually did a lot of damage to the Zords. It was the first one to break apart the Zords and cause some extra damage here and there. It was also the first appearance of the episode of Tor showing up, and I thought in yesterday's video we just did on Tor, so I just wanted to connect them all over there. Thank you guys. Have a good one. May the power protect you always, and be safe.